Legend of Total War here. Today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as Wissenden and Nuln, going up against the World Walkers, where Wulfric is bringing nearly 3 full stacks against us, and basically kind of hard counters us. Even though it says Valiant defeat in auto-resolve, the auto-resolve calculation is kind of stupid, especially when you've got an army that has a lot of weakness in it, because your army is filled with low melee quality missile units, as in they're not going to fight well in melee, and they've got a lot of fast units. All they need to do is close in quickly and stop you from shooting, whereas the auto-resolve kind of assumes you're going to use up all your ammo first, which is just no way that's going to happen. There's way too many fast units, and so using this army in a conventional means is never going to work. So let me just check some of this here. I might adjust these two here. I want that guy in region, and I want you on that one there. And let's have a look at the battle difficulty. Yep, it's on maximum. Let's jump in here and I'll read out the email. Get some context of the situation. So it says, "Hi Legend, I'm playing a legendary difficulty Elspeth campaign that is going swimmingly, but this battle here is extremely tough. I've tried it twice and I've not even come close to winning. It seems like it should be a cakewalk, but 3 stacks of Norska just end up overwhelming my army that has otherwise been on an absolute rampage for 30 turns. The map is really what makes it tough." I would not have assumed this was a cakewalk whatsoever just by looking at this, because your army is hard countered. I think you're too used to basically getting easy victories with this army, and you've grown complacent because the auto-resolve didn't seem all that bad. But again, the auto-resolve is stupid. It doesn't realize that it's not the overall quality of Wulfric's army that matters, but the type of army that he has. All the fast units will just pin us down and wipe us out straight away. You've also got a lot of really low-level heroes. So for example, we've got this Life Wizard here that's only level 4, and it's 6 Winds of Magic Earthblood, so that's not ideal. Now, if we set up a conventional defensive position, yeah, the map is definitely a problem with all the trees in the way, gives them loads of cover. With all the skin wolves coming at us, there's just no way that's going to work. So if we know it's not going to work, then let's not do that and instead try something else. So I want to put the heroes and the missile units over here just for now. Take them off fire at will, and these cavalry. And what I'll do is, let's see. Yeah, this map is really bad for your artillery. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to put them here, because we don't want to put them into the trees. They don't hide. Even if you detach them from the artillery, they can't hide. And yeah, because I do want to use them, but I want them to be able to make a relatively quick getaway. If I bring them back any further, then the shots are just going to get hit by trees, so we don't want that. If I bring them over here, then I'm giving away my position here. Hang on, I got another idea. What if we did that? Swap this around, actually. I'll put them on the other side here. Or even better still, over here. They'll be visible at the start of the battle. Actually, not necessarily, because of the terrain here. It might actually block them. Well, these are Vanguard to place, so I can put them there. Okay, then you come over here. Yeah, that way we can make a really easy getaway with them. That's good. So yeah, plan here. Use the artillery as much as we can, then just get them out of here, so that way they don't get killed. But before we utilize these guys here, we want to thin out as many of Wulfric's best units, which is basically him, Marauder Hunters, and any kind of javelin units. That's what we really want to focus on. Now, you may have noticed we've got the Nemesis Crown. So my plan here is to get a big blob going and use the Mortar Ascension effect of the Nemesis Crown to wipe them all out. However, she's super vulnerable to javelins, so let's try to take out as many of them as possible first, so that she doesn't get killed while trying to do it. Wulfric is also incredibly strong in melee, so let's try to get rid of him first, before that blob begins. If we can manage to take out, for the most part, Wulfric and most of the javelin units, then we should be okay. Everything else should be fine. Maybe. As long as these ones here don't get discovered before then. Because if all they have to do is take out 78% of our balance of power, which is all within here for sure. If they manage to do that, then they don't even need to kill Elspeth. So unfortunately, I can't just withdraw all of our units from the battlefield and just use Elspeth. That isn't going to work, because we'll just immediately get army lost. So I want to use the Pistoliers to try to kill Wulfric if we can detach him away from the rest of his army, but that's going to be difficult to do, but we'll see. Alright, so just stay there. He'll probably wait for his reinforcements. Good, they're hidden to begin with. That's what we want to see. Get in over here.
Whisper of myriad battles
Down
of
in control
old.
group as well.
They tell tales of our foes' weakness.
Alright, no reason why we can't move a bit further back, actually. Just make sure we're not shooting into the ground. Yeah, it should be fine. Because like I said, we just want to make a quick getaway, and that way we don't need to hold a defensive position, which this army is basically designed at cracking. Okay, they're going to wait for their reinforcements. That's fine. We'll let them do that, because we want them to have as many troops coming at us, so that we're going to be more accurate and dish out more damage to them. Especially to their missile units. That's what I need my artillery to be shooting at. Now, as for these, like I said, I want them going after Wulfric. We need to make sure they don't go searching for us down here. Hopefully enough of our balance of power is revealed that they don't bother. Okay, here we go. Here they come.
Ready to battle.
So, Marauder Horsemen are a big concern for us in this battle, just because they're fast and they're missile units. They're going to be a big risk to our Pistoliers. Same amount of range.
Taking that position.
That actually did a lot of damage. And they're very quick, which is a problem for us. If we go charging in at them with our Pistoliers, that's not going to work. But yeah, these two, if they can get in there, they should be able to beat it easily enough. Good, just get it off the battlefield. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, they're sort of moseying in fairly slowly at the moment. That's fine. Getting opportunities to just pick at them like this, that's great. Escort that one off the battlefield, because that is one of the dangerous units I'm talking about here. I don't need both of them to do that, though. Alright. Skinwolves should be fine, because that's just, that's not going to shoot back at us, and we should be much faster than it. I don't care about preserving ammunition. I know that Hellstorm Rocket Battery is not exactly fantastic against them, even though it's... Actually, that's not too bad. Ideally, we want to be shooting at infantry, but like I said, we're not going to be using up all our ammo, so just keep firing. Alright, that's fine. Trying to make sure they don't get over here. Try to let our artillery shoot as long as we possibly can. Good, that one's gone. We should be able to get Elspeth to fight those Skinwolves, no problem. No one's searching for us over here by the look of it. Now the problem is, once we've withdrawn these ones here from the battlefield, they might actually go searching for a lot of our units, so it might be a good idea to start actually withdrawing some of them now. Just so that there's less percentage of balance of power there, giving them less incentive to go looking for it. Yeah, escort that one off the battlefield, that's it. Yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping that they would sort of keep their formation together, but they're bringing their cavalry forward. And they're getting closer and closer. Okay, we need to be aiming for that. And I need you to aim for Wulfric, but yeah, he's getting cover through the trees. So yeah, very bad map for our artillery, no doubt about it. Also got this here, which can work against their cavalry if they're shooting at us. If they try to dodge it... Yeah, they're going to dodge it. Alright, could potentially use Coruscating Blast on him as long as we're not getting shot at too much, which... Fine, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Move. You're anti-light, you should actually be able to beat them easily enough. Alright, we're going to have to withdraw our artillery soon. Watch out, get out of there. But yeah, they don't have far to go to get off the battlefield. And we've taken out a few of their units, so that's good. They're going quite wide, so it's going to be difficult for me to get the Pistoliers out of here. I'm going to try to go around longways here. Hopefully getting the attention of a bunch of units over here so they don't go over this way. Alright, one thing we definitely don't want to do is stay here long term. Done some decent damage to him so far. Not heaps. I really want the Pistoliers to shoot at Wulfric, but he's just staying sort of in the middle of the army. Get them out of there. Come over here this way. We're going to need to leave real soon. Could end up doing some friendly firewall, but... Oh, god, they're over here as well. Yeah, this is what the AI loves to do when you've got a missile-based army. They go so wide that you can't escape them. I might be able to come in through here if I'm lucky. Alright, time to go. Get them out of here. Oh god, how are we going to get them through here? Come on, might just make it. It's going to be tight. But I think they're going to make it. Right through there. Good. Alright, get around here. Alright. So we did some decent damage with the artillery. But we're no longer stuck to like a static position now. Sort of. Alright, let's get around the back of it. Again, the big problem here, gotta get rid of Wulfric and a lot of these javelins. And I just haven't... I was hoping I would dish out more damage to their javelin units. But they're, you know, they sent their cavalry in ahead of them, so I couldn't shoot at them. Plus, they had cover from the trees. Bit of damage on them, but so far it's okay. Because, yeah, while we're running around like this, it's really hard for them to hit us. And we can keep recharging the... Just wait till they start shooting before we do this. Otherwise, they will dodge it. Because, yeah, better to kill them than to waste their ammo. Yeah, they're trying to dodge it, but most of that should hit. Alright, Wulfric is now out in the open. This is exactly what we wanted the Pistoliers to be focusing on. No one's going over there yet, although I'm a bit concerned that not enough balance of power is revealed. So I think I'm going to withdraw some more units. Because otherwise they're going to make their way over here real soon. Shit. Oh crap, what quarter... Oh, he used Seafang again. This is good. I just don't want to have this fight over here just yet. Actually, get Elspeth and stuff. Maybe now's not a bad time to do it. If Wulfric is too busy going after them... I mean, I would have liked to have taken out more javelins, but this actually might work. Alright, well... Shit, you better bloody hurry up then. Get out of there. Let's draw Wulfric away. These guys have a bit of shots in before... Oh god, I've really got to do a bit better job of this. Thing is, we don't want to run too far away from Wulfric, or else he will lose interest in us. Guess I could have put him on skirmish mode. I hate skirmish mode. I find it to be so ineffective. Better to just actually do a better job. But it's looking good. He's taking a lot of damage. But again, still got to deal with the javelin units. This is why we wanted to fight in the trees as well. I don't think the cavalry is going to do a very good job here. But I just need as much as I can to stay on here for as long as possible. Come on. This is working. I admit I'm not doing a great job of this, but it's working. All I need them to do is take out Wulfric, and that'll be enough for me. Okay, time to get her in there. Okay, if I can get these two to shoot at them, and you can do this, that'll be great. Oh, that'd actually be amazing. Charge in over here, risking losing his interest, but we should actually be able to beat them in melee. Oh wait, those are Marauder Horsemen. Sorry, I thought they were Marauder Punchers. My bad. With them showing up here right now is actually really bad, because they're going to harass us. And we can be able to finish off Wulfric. I mean, he's in pretty bad shape.
Listen up! Quick march! Spread your wings!
Get out of there. Yeah, they're going to make it really bloody difficult for us to kill Wulfric. Just keep that up. As they keep bringing more units over this way, should put them in guard mode, move back. So yeah, right now, we've lost a hell of a lot of our balance of power. But, tactically, I think it's still possible. Because we withdrew the units that are not going to be helpful, and we've got a really good defensive position, I think. which would have been really bad for the artillery.
Mage of death.
That's an order!
Okay, bring them back. I want to get them to try to shoot as much as possible before they leave. Yeah, these mortar horsemen.
Formation!
One more coruscating breath could do it, potentially. Okay, if we can get them to shoot at the... then that'd be great. Yeah, now Wulfric is hanging back over here, so we're probably not going to be able to use these guys for much longer. Anyway, they're starting to run low on ammo. Okay, getting some value out of these guns, that's good. So far, so good. This is working. See, right now, in this area here, we're trading really bloody well. And we've got minimal vulnerabilities. We've got a little bit of vulnerabilities, just minimal. And as they start trickling in more, I'll continually reduce them. They're obviously aiming for Elspeth, but at least where they are, they're all blobbed up now. It's exactly what we want, so that way we can actually utilize... Ah, crap. They brought in some extra units while I wasn't looking at it. Just get them off the battlefield. I've done what I can with them, but I just don't want them getting wiped out. And the trees here should be blocking a fair few of the javelin shots. That's what we wanted to make sure as well. Keep the guns doing that. This one's now taking too much damage. Get it out of here. It's done a decent amount of damage to them, but I don't want them getting wiped out. Now, most concerning here is if we get army lost. Because I've got enough here to win the battle, as long as we don't get army lost.
The graveyard grows.
Trying to keep the wizards out of it as much as we possibly can, because they're not great fighters. The Mortis engine doing some work for us. And now they're starting to really sort of surround us.
For the comet, ready!
I'm really worried that withdrawing them is going to cause the army losses. But I have to. I mean, they're going to get wiped out now anyway. I can't protect them. This is what I was saying about the heroes. You can't use them to protect your army. No, we haven't been army lost yet, so that's good. So we must have done a sufficient amount of damage to them. Now we just need to keep that up. Keep our guys as healthy as possible with the Life Wizard. So I really want to try to minimize the amount of Winds of Magic that we use of Elspeth, because we don't have heaps. But also make sure she's not getting absolutely obliterated by all their javelins. Still keep them back if possible. So yeah, the javelins are giving her a hard time. As long as she stays in melee, doesn't matter if she's not necessarily doing her attacks. This is what I was hoping for. See how they're just massively blobbing up? This is it. And also, when they blob up their missile units like this, they're really bloody ineffective. Hang on, we've lost the Mortis engine effect there. Good. Okay, this is where we're racking up shitloads of damage. This is what it was all about. I just had to thin out those key units at the start as much as I possibly could. And now we're getting some serious value. And the thing is, we may not even have to fight Wulfric. We might be able to army loss him before he gets back over here. Maybe. Okay, Elspeth unfortunately has used up just about all of her regen, which is going to keep lowering our balance of power. We don't want that to happen. We don't want her taking damage, but I need her in melee in order to inflict all that Mortis engine effect delicious damage. So we're going to have to use our magic a bit quicker. I got to get rid of Lemont Dial over here. Going after fucking wizards. Some bitch. Didn't really consider them a threat. Bit of a concern here. Bit of a concern. Because yeah, if our Life Wizard gets fucked up, well, for every one of our heroes that's getting wrecked, we're losing balance of power. Really? Ah, shit. Okay, all of their units have come onto the battlefield now. They've probably reached the point where they could have been army lost if I didn't withdraw so many units.
As Buna fell, I call doom
But
upon them. Death claims you!
I just keep moving further into the forest. Keep healing.
Mage of death.
Keep healing. It's good to see him having left the battlefield. I've got to get Elspeth up in the air. I've got to use the coruscating blast right now before he fucking hits us. Come on, get out of there.
Battle awaits.
Get those two back.
Spread your wings.
Use Spirit Leech, I guess.
Shadows at my call. To the skies.
Here we go. It's do or die time now.
Our shadow.
Ready for war. Charge.
Okay, that did loads of damage. We've broken him. That's great. If we could kill him... I think we've done it. I think we've won. I think we've now just done too much damage to their...
Wizardess of Nuln.
That might just do it. One more Spirit Leech and I got him, I think. Maybe. We'll see about that.
Lady of Nuln.
That's a big maybe. Come on, bit more healing. Increase our balance of power because we need to inflict the army losses now. Because we're running on fumes.
Onwards and
Come on, get him. We got mammoths coming in, but they're...
right.
He's gone. Still haven't inflicted the army losses though. God, they're taking a lot of damage. Hold the line, guys. I really wish you had put the points into Earthblood instead of Lifebloom. Like, Lifebloom's great and everything, but you should do Earthblood first. Because it would have really reduced the cooldown on this spell. So I can cast it more often, but also make it cheaper. Lifebloom is like just a tiny little bit of a bonus. There we go, we won. Army losses inflicted. Now, here's the thing. We may only have these units left on the battlefield. But that's because we withdrew most of our forces. We didn't give them the chance to smash us.
Feast on their flesh.
We didn't allow them to, you know, surround us. Because, like, if we set up a defensive position with the artillery here, that would never have worked. All of these trees in the way. So, if the terrain's bad, we use the terrain to our advantage in different ways. Right, I'll get Elspeth to run them down while we try to heal a little bit. But the main win here is no units should have gotten wiped out. I think one of the Pistoliers took a fair bit of damage. That was unfortunate. It's lucky they did as much damage as they did to, what's his name? Wulfric. Which, I'll admit, I didn't do a great job when they were, I had to focus on them, but... If I had done better, Wulfric might not have even showed up over here. But they did enough damage to make sure that when he did come here, we were able to beat him fairly easily. And notice as well how they sort of trickled in against us, as opposed to just like all out at once. We got to take out quite a few of their units before they started bringing in the big hurt. So, how's our army condition? I don't think we took that much damage in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, it's just about using your army in a way that you don't present your weaknesses too obviously to the enemy, so that they can only deal with your strengths. Alright, if we take replenishment, that'll leave us in pretty good shape.
Our faith reinvigorated.
And they didn't make the attack again, so that's good. Now that's an especially important victory for you. I think you should do this because that tribute's pretty good. Unless you want growth. I don't know. Got your loot money from it, so it's fine. Yeah, from winning the battle, not from the post-battle loot option.
Elspeth.
So if we have a look at... Actually, you weren't in friendly territory. Didn't scout ahead. So just running out this way. I guess you didn't expect them to be here. I think this was a case of he was just super overconfident. But with the army they've got here, you can take him out this way, and that way this one doesn't show up. You have let me see, how did you level up Elspeth? So you wanted to go down the red line first, it would seem. That's not what I would have done, considering how good her magic is. You really should have put 2 points into Spirit Leech. That would have been really good. Sigmar's Ward would have been really helpful in that battle. Absolutely. Especially when you're on the dragon. Arcane Conduit would have been good. Yeah. But other than that, it all looks pretty good here. You haven't chosen bad stuff, that's for sure. It's just that I would have prioritized this other stuff first. If we have a look at the wizard, yeah, he went Life Bloom. Oh, okay, so it was only level 4, so it wouldn't have got the full Earth Blood, but it would have reduced the cooldown by 30%. Right, because I was under the assumption it was like only 2 points, but yeah, you need 3. Anyway, you got the 3 points and then some to get Earth Blood, so that'll make that unit more effective, or that hero more effective. And is this guy here, this one, on horseback yet? No. This guy on horseback would have been really helpful for taking out Wulfric. What level do you get the horse? So level 7. Which you should probably be able to get to by wiping all of them out. And that's probably... Wow, they must have been really bloody strong.
Not a chance.
Anyway. Yeah, fight those battles manually. You'll get a good chance to recover Elspeth. And in those fights, you'll probably be able to use a standard formation. Not have to worry about hiding the majority of your army as they're on the approach. Because, yeah, our army was just not going to be able to handle a huge, overwhelming rush. It's very weak against that. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Later, guys.